This is the PIXINSIGHT process tutorial for local histogram equalization. You find this process in Process, Intensity Transformations, and here it is. In any other image processing application, you would find this function under Contrast. Simply and easily contrast. Now in PIXINSIGHT, this will be way too easy, and that's why we call it Local Histogram Equalization. And I can tell you, once you have done the local histogram equalization, your pictures are so much more scientific than if you would just have changed the contrast. All kidding besides, this is a very effective and crucial process, which should actually belong in your standard workflow. And even it is very small actually, there's still a few things you have to take into account so that you get the best out of it. So as with many things which you do about at the end of your process, like sharpening, like saturation, like contrast, you need to mask the background because we want to have the background smooth and black and not blotchy and not sharp. So that's crucial. So that's what we do first. We take for that the range selection tool, we make a preview, and I already entered here the settings that are needed. You have to change the lower limit until it looks about like this. I also added some fuzziness so that it's not so harsh at the edges. And with that, we're good. We're executing the thing. We're closing the preview. And now here it is. We drag and drop the rider here to the other side. We minimize the mask and we're ready. Now we can always compare if this mask is actually satisfying what we need simply by going to this icon here, show hide mask, and that looks about good. That's what we want. With that, we can actually hide the mask so that we see what we're doing on the full picture. With that, let's go to our main process, local histogram equalization. So first of all, everything that's down here, forget about it, leave it like that. That's also what PIXINSIGHT recommends. So we only have 3 factors to work with: kernel radius, contrast limit, and amount. So let's first discuss what it is. The kernel radius actually defines the size of the structures. And here we have to remember that PIXINSIGHT actually organizes all our objects here based on the structure size. That's what the wavelets are for. Wavelets are organized from the smallest structure to the biggest structure. And so indirectly, I assume when we actually change here the structure size, we actually change the wavelets that are impacted by our contrast shift. So the default here is 64, which is rather a small structure. We usually divide it by about 100. Everything below 100 we would call a small structure. Everything above 100 we would call a medium to large structure. So the second thing is contrast limit. And here we actually define how much contrast increase we want. And as it states in the help down here, typical values are 1.5 to 3. And usually I would keep it rather low. As with a lot of processes in PIXINSIGHT, to do things stepwise, iteratively, is the wiser approach than to simply do massive changes, which might look strange afterwards. Last but not least, the amount. We see that in a lot of processes that you can mix actually the picture as it was before to the newly created picture. And amount 1 means only the new picture, the new calculated picture is used. The more we go down here, the less we use of the new picture and the more we use of the old unaltered picture. And so that's also a way how we can actually smoothen the things out and also lessen the intensity of this contrast change that we made. So how do we approach that? We press here the preview button and we get a preview. And as you can see, it looks fully over-processed now. It actually looks horrific. Let's just look how it originally looked like. Much better. And that's crazy. So that's the point what I meant with do not over-process it. Nobody will like this kind of picture. So what are we doing? First of all, we should start with large structures. So for example, the whole nebula as once, this whole part, these are large structures. And for that, we actually increase this number here to, let's say, about 140, for example. And you see that the picture shifted. It doesn't mean it looks better, but it looks different as it now actually takes rather the nebula as a whole than each and every detail separately. So as a next step, we look at the contrast limit. And this is something kind of ironic with PIXINSIGHT, because what does it say? The typical value is 1.5 to 3, and with a 2, we're at the very tiny edge here, and all this space to go up to 64, which is insane. It's just for nothing. So now if we want to do here some sensitive changes, most likely the best way is to change it here by number, or we really have to minuscule move here the mouse. Okay, let's now start to change the contrast limit. And we can go down to 1.5. And you see that it had a massive impact. If we compare it now, it looks already, I wouldn't say decent, but much better. We can go down now more. Let's go to a 1.2, for example. And it already gets very soft. If we now compare it, there is really not that much difference anymore. So only the change now of 0.3 points made a huge difference. So what you can learn from that is that it's ultra sensitive. So we have to go a little bit up, otherwise it's pointless. 1.3, that actually looks nice. If we now change it from this to this, we definitely have more contrast. If, for example, if you look here in the structures, we see them much, much better, but it doesn't look that over-processed. As a next step, once we found this, we can actually lower the amount until it's really good. So let's go down here a little bit. And I wouldn't go down anymore because I kind of want to have more contrast. We have it, but it doesn't look over-processed anymore. So that's fine. And with that, we execute that. And here we go. That's now how it looks like. So now we can, if we want, do the same thing with small structures. And because it's small structure, it is hard to see the effect when we look at the whole picture. So what do we do now? We can actually create a preview. Let's, for example, here you see this Y. That's a very nice area where we can see the impact that it will have. So let's select that. Let's go to the preview and then let's activate here the preview again. So now here we reset everything. I think first of all, you can actually see how the things get wider when I go up here and how they really go down on the level of the stars if I go down here. And we do not want to go down to the level of the stars, but we really want to go on the level of these structures. Now that looks good. Let's now see how it actually transformed it. You see again, it's massive and we don't want to have it this massive. So again, as before, we go down to a 1.5. Let's see what happens. And again, once we have actually entered this contrast limit, we can play again here with the kernel, because you see what we don't want is this here now. We're now getting these patches around the stars, these halos. We definitely do not want that. So they go now away, as you can see, and it's now really focusing on these structures. Let's again compare. Yeah, that looks much better. So with a 66, we are here at the right number. The 1.5 I think is good too, because we want to have it with a higher contrast. We can now go down a little bit with the amount again to make it still a little bit weaker. I think that's good. So with that, we can close the preview and we execute. And with that, it's done. And I think it's very good visible how the individual structure within the nebula are now much more visible, for example, the Y here, than before. So the bottom line here is, as with many other PIXINSIGHT processes, you have to put some effort in here. It's not like, and that's also the difference to other image processing softwares, it's not just shifting one lever and everything is done. Here you really have to make decisions, have to make the right decisions to actually get to the best possible outcome. But as you can see here, it's quite worth it. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please give me a like and hit the subscribe button. Thanks a lot. See you next time and clear skies.